Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Adam. Today we're going to be going to the Duelist Kingdom in Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters from 1998. So, last time we beat all 4 of these guys 5 times each to unlock the Duelist Kingdom. And then after that, I went ahead and dueled Joey to get to 30 wins so I could get a bunch of warrior cards. Because I think that's probably the best grind at this point in the game if you want to knock that out now. It really sets you up for success here in the Duelist Kingdom. So, from beating him that many times, I got about 20 cards to add to my deck. So you'll see a lot of changes from last time. Now, all of these little stars here are going to be different opponents. We have to duel each of them 5 times. Mokuba, awesome. So Mokuba is going to be the easiest one to beat, especially with the starter deck you had. But I leveled up my deck a little bit here, so it should be pretty easy. Alright, so for Mokuba, his strongest card is going to be the Axe Raider. He only has a 2 in 2,048 chance of getting him. His average monster attack points is only going to be like 600, so it's pretty easy. His victory cards, though, are actually pretty cool. Dark Hole at 10 wins is actually pretty nice, so if you want to go ahead and just get 5 more wins after beating him, that's actually going to be pretty useful. And then for notable wins from him is going to be the Right Leg of Exodia at 100 wins, which kind of sucks, but then there's some good cards in there, like some decent cards for this early in the game, so if you see anything you want, just go ahead and grind up on him, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend him at this point in the game. I'm Mokuba Kaiba, Vice President of Kaiba Corp. Win against me 5 times, and I'll let you go on ahead. So yeah, I mean, you just had to duel each of them 5 times. It doesn't really matter what order you go in, but I would recommend doing it in the order I'm about to show you guys. So we got a bunch of warrior cards, and then we got some legendary swords here. So if we use that and go ahead and click on our Armor Knight, he's going to get power up. Now he's just going to get 60% boost to whatever his stats is. So the more attack points your monster has that you use that on, the more of a boost you're going to get. And then the field spells, they give a boost of 1,000. Or not, I'm sorry, not 1,000. I'm reading the cards here. You get a 30% boost on your cards. So, that's good to know. The stronger your monsters are, the more they're going to get. I actually don't know if this will work on the M-Warrior. Okay, it does. Cool. Yeah, some of the warriors you think it would work on, and then it ends up not, and it's just, like, really confusing. So it's kind of trial and error. And it sucks, though, if you get it wrong, that you just lose the card, and you use your 1 card for the turn, so you're kind of screwed. But as you can see... Oh, no. He had 1,000 defense. See, that's why it's important to kind of get some of these upgrade cards, because they're going to be getting stronger now that we're in the Duelist Kingdom here. Let's go ahead and hit with him so we don't have another repeat, okay? And then that's Mokuba down. Wait, I can't believe it. How could I lose? Sorry, Seto, but this one is mine. Masaki. So 1,100 attack points is actually pretty strong this early in the game. It might not seem very powerful if you've played, you know, any actual Yu-Gi-Oh in your life, but for these early Yu-Gi-Oh games, the attack barriers are pretty small. Now towards the... Oh no! 1,700 defense! Oh no! That's horrible! Okay. Well, shoot. Oh, I guess I'm putting him in defense. Oh well, that can happen. So that's actually really easy to get around though. So he has 700 attack points. So what we're going to do is we're going to put him in... Oh, okay, let's actually attack here first. Oh no! You have 1,600 defense. What is happening? Okay, so if we put him in defense mode, they're going to attack it because they can kill it. And then it's going to turn their monster from defense to attack position. So we'll be able to kill it. Yep. So... Oh, hold on. We can also do a power-up too. So let's go ahead and power up our Masaki. Okay, cool. That gets us strong enough to be able to beat over this one. And then, I guess Mokuba has high defense. I guess you should be aware of that. I don't know what the chance of him having those cards in his deck are. I feel like those are like a low percentage chance. But like I said, his deck changes. Everyone's deck changes every single duel. So what they have in one duel, they won't necessarily have in the next one. So if you're having problems with it, just keep repeating it, and then maybe they'll get a really bad deck one time and you can get there. We got the beautiful Headhuntress. This 1,600 attack point monster has a drop from Joey, which is, I think, pretty rare from him. But 1,600 attack points is actually probably going to be in our deck for the rest of the game. That's actually pretty good. Nice! Second win. With the combination of things like this legendary sword and some of these like 1,100 attack point monsters, this is actually going to carry us for quite a bit of the game. That might sound surprising, but 1700 attack points is actually pretty close to what the average is going to be for the later duelists. So while it won't be like one of our best cards, it's definitely going to be a playable card in our deck for sure. These 1000 attack point monsters like this, they probably won't make it, and not a lot of the 1100s will either, unless like we get just not very good drops as we go. But 1760 is pretty powerful after a boost. Oh no! So he has 500 attack points. So I guess we're putting everyone in defense. I don't know if I have anyone that... I don't know if I have a Kagamusha in my hand to get killed by his guy. If we draw a Sogen, that'd be pretty sweet. Nope, all of them are too weak. I guess we'll hit him with the Sparks. And then attack over this guy for some damage. Alright. Darn it, Mokuba, why is your defense so high? Okay, cool. We can power him up again. See? And then he'll get an even bigger boost now because his attack points are even higher. So yeah, look at that. 28-16. That's craziness. Cool. You're dead now. And then boom. See, it's really handy to go ahead and knock out the grinding early if you can. Because no matter what, you're going to have to grind to get a deck that's powerful. You want a lot of these, like, field synergies. Essentially, what I would recommend is, like, picking a field spell and then just building a deck around that field spell. So this one powers up Warriors and Beast Warriors, the Sogen, and now I'm just going to try to focus on getting mostly Warriors and Beast Warriors in my deck. Now see, he was able to just attack me because I couldn't summon a monster the same turn, but it was totally worth it because now like a lot of the cards in my deck are powered up. But there's all kinds of field spells. There's Yami, there's Mountain, I think there's Umi in this as well, and then Forest too, I think. There's only like 5 though, so but just pick one and then see what all gets powered up by it, and then each opponent is pretty obvious like who gets what. Like Mai's gonna give you like winged beasts, right? And then Kaiba's gonna give you dragons, and then Weevil's gonna give you some insects and stuff. What's your attack points? Okay. So just use your judgment. It's pretty simple to figure out who's gonna give you what. But Joe is the easiest to grind, and he gives you pretty decent warriors. And then also, warriors are pretty common class. And Beast Warrior as drops from a lot of the opponents. Like later, like Kaiba has some random warriors and stuff, and then some of the other people do as well. So you'll get upgrades to your deck as you go. So that's why I recommend it for anyone just trying to play this game for the first time. It's like kind of the easy route, I guess, maybe. I guess an easier route may be just to choose a duelist and beat him 100 times, like Yugi maybe, and then you get like Curse of Dragon and Gaia maybe. I don't know. I never tried that. That might be fun. Take you a long time though. And that's the win number 5 against Mokuba. I lost. How could I lose 5 times? Ah, no way, no way. Okay, so Mako is going to be next. His best monster is actually pretty strong, the Roaring Ocean Snake, at 2100 attack points, but he only has a 1 in 2048 chance of having it, so it's unlikely he's going to have it. The average attack points from him, though, is only going to be 900, so it should be pretty easy for you at this point if you grind it up against Joey at all. The cards that he drops are all going to be ocean-themed stuff, with Umi being the card you get after 10 wins, and then he kind of repeats himself a little bit with the Fiend Kraken, the Jellyfish Kairyushin, and then Fiend Kraken, Jellyfish Kairyushin again. And then his 100-win card is actually Raigeki. Now, you always get that in your starting deck, so this is always going to be a second copy for you. But this is the only way to obtain Raigeki, so you can only ever get a maximum of 2 in the game. It's a very good card, though. Let's get into it. I'm Mako Tsunami, the Sea Duelist. I won't let you win 5 times that easily. We'll see. Every time I've dueled him, it's been pretty easy, so... well, we got the Head Huntress, which is like our best card, so that's perfect. Oh, we got a second Sogen. So yeah, drawing 2 of these, that kind of sucks. I only have 2 in my deck. Or do I have 3 actually? No, I think I only have 2 in the deck right now. So that kind of sucks that I've drawn multiple times, but that is what it is. It's not that big of a deal. It's not like your card quality is like overly high, and you want to make sure you draw it every game because it does really do a lot of help with your monsters. Like, look, I got a 2000 attack point monster, and honestly, not strong enough to like be a threat even in like the late game of this game. So that's pretty good. And I have the Mountain Warrior in the deck just because his defense is decent. He is a warrior. He gets a little bit of a boost. And then there's also fusing in this game. Now the fusion pool is pretty small. Oh, go look at that. Easy win. Those who anger the great sovereign of the seas will face his wrath. I won't lose next time. I got Toadmaster. A duel against you will be a true test. You'll learn to fear and respect the seas. But like I was saying, there are fusions in the game, although the fusion pool is kind of small. Let's go ahead and drop Masaki down first, and then we'll drop Sogen. But you can just look them up online. There's not a lot of, like, different monsters you can fuse into. There's only, like, 20 or so. But there's a lot of different combinations that make those monsters, right? But one that's going to be relevant for you if you're doing the warrior thing like I am, is basically any of these warriors over a certain attack point can fuse with any of the fire guys. And then they make a flame swordsman. So if you have like a fire eye or something like that, anything that has like a lot of flames in the art, and then like your warrior, and you just click on it and use it like you would like the legendary sword, you can fuse into the flame swordsman at 1800 attack points. It's pretty strong, and I'm pretty sure it gets a boost from Sogen as well. So it'll hit pretty hard. And oh no, he has 80 life points. Shit. Masaki, you started this game. You can end it. 2280. Look at that. That's crazy high attack points. Boom! Duel number 2 won. There we go. See, the fire eye fuses with Masaki, and I can make the flame swordsman. And then we'll hit with this guy. Oh no! Shit! Well, good thing I made the flame swordsman. Look at that. Alright, M Warrior, get him. Awesome. That's win number 5. Ah, I lost to you 5 times. Do you want to start over and duel again? Not really. So for Weevil, his average attack is going to be about 900 as well, so not too high. He's going to have mostly insect monsters, obviously. He has the Hercules Beetle. It has a 2 in 2048 chance of being in his deck, so not very high, but it does have 2000 defense, which is pretty crazy. And then his victory cards are going to be pretty obvious, you know, insect-based stuff, 4 and 10 wins, and then you got a bunch of insect cards that are actually pretty decent on the attack points. And then for 100 wins, you're going to get that Petite Moth. That is going to be like one of the only effect monsters in the game, and as each turn passes, it evolves like into the Cocoon of Evolution, and then the Great Moth, and then the Perfectly Ultimate Great Moth. So if you want to get some bug stuff, Weevil's going to be your guy. I'm Weevil! Beat me 5 times, or you'll be stuck here forever! That sounds terrifying. Alright, let's lead with the Armor Knight. Let's put him in defense, just because he has 1200 defense. It's a little higher, just in case Weevil has a good opening monster. So now we have 1600 attack points. Let's go. Yeah, good thing we boosted it, see? And who are we going to play next? Let's play the M Warrior. Yeah, good thing we had the legendary sword there. It's definitely necessary. Oh, cool, Masaki. Good. So we've gotten through his stronger monsters, it looks like now, so now he's just top deck and trying to get something better. Ah, no, Killer Needle, that sucks. So we have another legendary sword. Let's power up the M Warrior, just so we have 2 guys that are decently strong. We don't want to put all our eggs in one basket, you know what I'm saying? And then we can just Raigeki and attack for the game, for the win here. Cool, easy, but Weevil obviously has higher stuff now, so we're getting into stronger guys. Ah, my insect army! Could I really have been outsmarted? I'm gonna overrun you with my insect army and dominate this battle. Is this gonna fuse? It does. Cool, dragon statue and the fire eye. Turn into the flame swordsman. See, flame swordsman's pretty sweet. Pretty easy to make too. Well, basically any warrior with a fire guy. 3 wins! And as you're growing, you're just going to want to keep an eye out on the cards you're winning from each of these duelists, and then if you get something that has some decent attack points, may as well just throw it in your deck. It's going to make your life easier. It's so hard to change your deck around in this game, it's really annoying and tedious, so it's best to do it incrementally as opposed to trying to do it all at once. Oh no! One of my guys died, shit. And win number 5. How could I lose 5 times? You'll regret this. You've really made me mad. Alright, so the next one we're going to duel against is Mai. Her best monster is obviously the Harpy Lady Sisters at 1950 attack, but only a 2 in 2048 chance to get that one. However, she does have like Harpy Lady with Elegant Egotist that can summon it out. So it's going to be a little more likely to see than that number. It's a little deceiving. But her average attack point's about 900, but again, she's going to have monsters higher than that, like Harpy Lady's like 1300 or something. The cards you win from her are pretty obvious. Mountain at 10 wins, and then you get a bunch of the Winged Beast monsters, Harpy Lady, Elegant Egotist, and like Electro Whip to boost them up, Cyber Shield. And then her drops from beating her also are like Elegant Egotist and Harpy Lady and stuff. So if you want those cards, you're a big fan of the Harpy Ladies, go ahead and duel her a bunch of times. Then at 100 wins, you get your own Harpy Lady sister. Oh, my Valentine. Heh, let's see if you have what it takes to beat me 5 times, hun. She called me hun, how sweet. Hopefully I open okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. Tiger Axe, let's see. That's going to be able to rival her Harpy Lady sister, so that's pretty good. Alright. Yeah, so the average attack points are going to be a little higher than... Like, you're going to see monsters that are higher than the average attack points. That's just like what the minimum your deck should be at is at least around 900, you know, at the lowest. To be able to consistently beat them. That's kind of like how I was trying to like figure the averages, you know? Like it's the average monster they're gonna have, but they're obviously gonna have more, so you can't just be over 900 and think you're just gonna win. Easy peasy, first duel won. Well, hold on, one more attack then I win. Haha, there you go. I lost? Must have been beginner's luck. It won't happen again. I won't go easy on anyone who dares to get in my way. Prepare to get crushed. She's gonna crush me? I don't know if that's a threat or a promise. Oh yeah, I added, there's 2 Killer Needles in Nagoki Bore from Dueling Weevil. Their attack points are 1200, not too bad, so I thought I may as well add it to the deck until I get some better warriors that can replace it. But they replace, like, some of the weaker cards that we still had in our deck. Like the Hinotamas and Sparks and stuff, you know? Gotta get those things out of here. Every time I see the Killer Needle, I think of the Doctor Who episode with Agatha Christie, and they have the giant wasp or whatever. It's so silly, it looks so bad in that episode. Alright, let's win with the Doctor Who bad guy. 2 wins. Now, in this game, when you have Raigeki, you really just want to save it until there's a monster that you really can't deal with. And I mean really can't deal with, not one that's just stronger than everything you have right now. Like, you want to make sure in case she draws, like, the Harpy Lady Sister, or, like, whenever you're dueling somebody, in case they draw that really big monster that there's no way, even with boost, that you can't attack over, that's when you want to use that Raigeki. Or when you're going for game. And win number 5. No way! I lost 5 times? Whatever. I'll settle the score someday, anyway. Probably in a future game, let's see. Alright, so the next duelist we're going to be dueling is Rex. So, his average attack points, again, around 900. He also has Red Eyes as his strongest monster at a 1 in 2048 chance of seeing him. So, not very high, but something you want to be aware of. He has Wasteland as the field spell that you get for 10 wins against him. That's going to be powering up, like, dinosaurs and zombies, I'm pretty sure. And then you're going to get a bunch of dinosaurs like European Crawling Dragon. You get, and Sword Arm of Dragon. They actually repeat at 30, 40, 50, and then 60, 70, 80 wins. So you get 2 copies of those guys. And then for 100 wins, you're going to get the Twin-Headed King Rex. So let's get into dueling Rex. Name's Rex Raptor. Think you can avoid my dinos from crushing you 5 whole times? I mean, I can duel you as many times as I want. I had to beat you 5 times. You don't have to beat me any number of times. Let's go ahead and put him in defense, and then I can fire him up with the Legendary Sword on my turn. And get a good attacker going here. Yep, 1600, that should be decent. Yep, cool, awesome. So we haven't really been struggling at all so far in this game. Yeah, I have 3 of these Armanites, I think. Maybe 4, actually. I'm not sure. You can have as many copies of a card in your deck as you want, by the way. So if you just keep winning copies, you can just keep playing. It does not matter. It's pretty cool. They don't limit it to 3 copies until... it might not be the next game. It might be the game after that. Or it could be the next game. I'm not too sure. I can't remember which one. At some point, they limit it to 3 monsters. Oh, who do we want to play here? We don't really have, like, a great option. I guess Kakamusha, they might lure him into attacking me. Oh, no, shit! Okay, actually, I do need him to be lured into attacking me now. Alright, good. Oh, no! Well, that's no fun. He doesn't have any warriors, right? Yeah, so I actually remember this guy in the Sacred Cards. I'm pretty sure you get that in your starting deck. None of my guys are going to get a boost from the Sogen just yet. We're going to have to use him to knock over this guy, and then the other Armanite can kill this guy in attack mode now. Huh. He actually had a decent monster, and it scared me for a second. But I'm not scared for long. Followed by the Ancient Jar with 200 defense. See, their decks can be so random, you know? I'm saving that Raigeki for the red eyes just in case he draws it. Okay, he didn't get it, good. So now I can Raigeki. He only has 400 life points, so there's no way for him to stop an attack. So boom, look at that. Rex defeated for the first time. What? My dinosaur card's lost? You won't be so lucky next time. Be ready. My dinosaur cards will crush you like an ant. And then you said it to Weevil, and then Weevil also beat you, and he has ants. You know what I'm saying? So your threats are idle. Then we got the beautiful Head Huntress, which is awesome. Our best card in our deck so far. And that might be the best card in our deck for a while until we get like Ansatsu, I think, is like a 1700 attack point. He's a warrior that we get as a drop from a couple different opponents later in the game, I'm pretty sure. And then Pegasus is actually going to use that, which, if you're using the Sogen warrior deck like I am, it's going to kind of suck when he draws the Ansatsu because he also gets a boost from the field spell. But that's something we're going to deal with later, not right now. Because by the time when this game came out, they were just having the Bones versus Joey duel in the manga. So we don't even have like any actual cards that Pegasus really used, except for the ones that he used in like that beginning duel on the VHS against Yugi. Cool, and that's the number 2. Oh no, he's at 60 life points. And duel number 5 won. You've beaten me 5 times now? Gah! Not good. I've let you get it on a roll. So we got 2 of these as rewards from Rex. It's actually pretty sweet. 1200 attack point warrior monster is going to be very handy. The next person we're going to be dueling is the Ventriloquist, or the Puppeteer of Doom, however you want to say it. This is a manga-only character. It's the that ghost guy, the guy who pretends to be the fake Kaiba in the show. That's this person, but this is from the manga version. Anyway, his best monster is going to be the Battle Ox at 1700 attack points, but only a 2 in 2048 chance of seeing him, so not very likely. His average attack was going to be 1,000 roughly, but he's going to have a little bit higher than that you go right into, so just be ready. This is going to be a little bit tougher than the last guys we faced. Now, the cards that you win from him are going to be like some like dark monsters, some fiends and stuff, but the right arm of Exodia is what you're going to get at 100 win. I'm Ventriloquist. I was sent to defeat you. Let's see if you can win 5 duels against me. Yeah, this guy's supposed to show the Yugi and them that they killed Kaiba, and he's actually dead because he has Kaiba's deck, at least in the manga. In this, he doesn't have Kaiba's deck. Yeah, some cards that Kaiba would use, like the Battle Ox and some dragons and stuff, but I don't think he has blue eyes or anything like that. Let's throw down Masaki. We don't really have a lot of warriors, so Sogen isn't going to do the most work here. Now that we have Masaki, though, we'll probably play it next turn. Yeah, let's play Sogen down. Hopefully he doesn't have any warriors that gets boosted by this. That could bite me in the butt. Like, if he has Battle Ox that's now boosted, and he's even stronger. But oh well, I guess it's the risk I'm willing to take, huh? Oh, yeah, he has a Dragon Soldier too. Well, hopefully that means that we can win some good cards from him if we win here. So we'll have to Suicide, I guess, into him. That's okay, though. It gets him down to pretty low life points. He only has, what, 500 left now? And let's just power up the Armanite just to be safe. Awesome. Easy peasy. Impossible. I was defeated, but a miracle never happens twice. Kiki! Today is the day I defeat you. Oh, cool. The beautiful Head Huntress. Love to see it when we open her. It's awesome. Although his Battle Ox can kill it, though, so doesn't necessarily mean we're gonna win. This is a really good opening from us. We got our Head Huntress and our 2 Tiger Axes. I think these are all the monsters with the highest base attack points in our entire deck. I guess we are getting the heart of the cards in this one, for sure. Super easy second win. And that's win number 5. Impossible. I've been defeated 5 times now, but how? Alright, the next person we're going to be dueling is going to be PaniK. Now, his best monster is the King of Yamamakai. 2000 attack points, same thing as before, 2 in 2048 chance of him having it in his deck. Now, one thing I want to note about this monster in particular is, does it look like a Xenomorph to you guys? I think it looks like a Xenomorph. Anyway, his average attack point is going to be about 1200, so he's going to be quite a bit stronger than the other guys in this area. His cards are all going to be dark-based for his victories. Yami at 10 wins, and Dark Energy, stuff like that, Barox. Ansatsu is actually the warrior I was talking about with 1700 attack points at 90 wins, but that's a lot of wins just to get a 1 card for our deck, so we're not going to do that. But his 100-win victory card is the King of Yami Makai, so if you want that, that's how you get that. I'm PaniK, and now I have you cornered. I'd like to see you try to beat me 5 times. I would also like to see me try. But we have a decent deck now. We didn't draw anything in it that's decent, but it's decent so far. Okay, so he wasn't able to attack over that. That's good. I guess let's hit him with this and see what happens. Oh, cool. He only has 400 defense. Perfect. What happened to you being better than the other people, dude? Come on. Oh, we could do a Tiger Axe. That's helpful. Oh, that sucks for me. Oh, he only has 900 attack points. That's pretty low. Well, maybe we'll draw a Sogen or something. Oh, no! Well, that's not good. Oh, cool. We're good. Doesn't matter. We're good. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, I was stressed there for a second, but then, of course, the heart of the cards, we drew the Head Huntress. Oh, no! Shit! Oh, the monsters are getting stronger. We're not just, you know, clearing them out real easy. Let's get a second monster that's decently strong, because we can't just have only one monster be able to attack over things. We're not going to get very far that way, so... Boom! But yeah, like these later games, you're going to have to use like your Sogens and your spells and stuff to boost your guys. It's not... I guess you could probably grind a bunch and get a bunch of monsters with pretty high base attack points, but I found it easier just to get good synergy spells and work your way up from there, you know? Even though you can only play 1 card per turn, that's where the strategy comes in. You gotta think about how you want to sequence your stuff. And kind of like bait out the computer. I mean, the computer is very simple, so it should be pretty easy to trick. Well, that was a little more eventful than the other ones, and there you go, first win. Next time, I'll use the power of darkness to bring you to your knees. Oh god. It's duel time! Rah! It's the darkness that gives my cards power. Like the dude in GX when it has the fake Millennium Puzzle. Let's start with Sogen. We're probably going to get attacked, but I want to see what his highest monster is. I don't want to summon the Moon Envoy without the boost. Okay, see? Oh no, he has 1560, shit. He has higher attack points than I do. Oh no. He has a warrior, shit guys. I may have fucked up. Well, that sucks. Well, we need to draw like a Tiger Axe then, or our Head Huntress in order to not die here. Okay, hold on, we can put him in defense. Now we're good. Okay, we're good. See? Perfectly fine. So his defense is what, 1170? Okay. So we can attack over him easily. I was getting concerned there. I thought we might actually lose. Oh no! Shit! That guy had high defense too. Oh cool, we have Sogen. Oh, and no, Sogen's already in place. So that's not really going to do much. We can put the legendary sword on the dragon statue though and get him pretty powerful. Cool, 2280. Perfect. 2288. I guess I'll attack over the back because I know I can kill that one. I don't know about the other guy. Oh cool, and now we have a Tiger Axe too, so perfect. We can easily kill these guys now. Ooh, you had me sweating there for a second. Now I've stabilized those, so we're good. Nice. Now we're drawing cards that are getting a boost that are decent. The percentages do make wacky attack points though. And then let's just go ahead and increase him one more time just to see. This is the max attack point he can get with Sogen and 2 legendary swords equipped. 3656. That's crazy. That is crazy. Attack! He could kill Blue Eyes right now. Win number 2. I got almost 4,000 attack points on this guy. That's win number 5. No! 5 times! As long as it's dark, I should have been invincible! Alright, so the next person we're going to be dueling is going to be Bandit Keith. His average attack points is going to be 1,300, so if you're having problems with this, I'd recommend going and grinding against some of the duelists that you want the cards from in order to get a little more powerful. His best monster is the Battle Steer at 1,800 attack points, but he is more likely to see it than the other ones that we have seen previously. The cards you win from him are kind of machine themed and like fiend themed kind of. So machine conversion for 10, violet crystal, which boosts like dark monsters and then clown zombie stuff like that. Now he has 2 cards that you can only get from beating him. At 90 wins you get the Pump King, and then at 100 wins you get the left arm of the yugioh. So let's get into this and see if we are ready. I'm Keith Howard, aka Bandit Keith. There's no way I'm losing to someone like you 5 times. Alright, let's see what we get here. That's a pretty decent opening hand. A Cyber Soldiery one from PaniK added to the deck. It has 14 attack points, that's pretty decent. Oh no! Shit. That's okay. Oh no, shit, no! We needed him to stay alive because I was going to boost him with the legendary sword. That sucks. So we're going to play the Guardian. Hopefully he doesn't get killed like the last one did. Okay, cool, because now I can boost him with my legendary sword and have a decent attack point monster. Oh no, it doesn't work on him? Why doesn't it work on him? What? He has a sword in his picture. Oh my god, that makes no sense. How does that make any sense? He has a sword. Maybe I could have combined them to make a flame swordsman. I should have tested that out. Oh well. I guess I'll put him in defense. Okay. The Armor Knight I know for sure can wield a weapon here, so. Alright. I guess we'll just keep these guys in defense. Okay, that's fine. I just needed the Armor Knight to stay alive so I can boost him. Oh, and then we got the Headhunters. Of course we did. Anyway, we're going to boost the Armor Knight, though. He's already in play, and I want to make sure he can get the boost. And then... Oh, no, he's only 1690? Shit. No! I messed up. Oh, no. Okay. Darn. I guess I should have known he's only 1600, huh? Yeah, because I've done that before, so... I'm actually going to take the 100, because I don't want to put her in defense, because I don't want her to die. Well, I guess we're kind of walled for a second here. Oh, that does not make a fusion. I was just testing it out. Well, shit. I want to keep these in attack mode. Unfortunately, you have to attack. You can't just leave them in attack mode because it doesn't want to end your turn. So you gotta take some damage, which is so stupid. No! Snake hair, shit. Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the big brain move here, and we're gonna kill the snake hair. And we're gonna attack with this guy, take a bunch of damage, so then he attacks over it with the sleeping lion thing, and then I can at least kill one of them. Okay, good. No! It's okay. We have 8,000 life points. We have plenty of life points to mess around with. Okay, cool. Well, shit. You can use this sword, right? No, what the fuck? She has a sword in her hand! It is a warrior! Oh, what? How does that make any sense? I should have just used it on the Armor Knight. Darn it. Well, now I know. That makes no sense at all. How does... They have a sword. This is an Aqua, and it has a sword in its hand. That's why I can use the weapon and use it on it. But this warrior lady with a sword in her hand, she can't use the sword weapon. How does that make any sense at all to anybody? Completely silly. I should be attacking with this one. I'm actually stupid the whole time. Darn it. Oh my god. Hey, I'm just gonna keep it in attack mode, I guess. I'll take 200. Who cares? Oh my goodness, dude, this is a silliness. Oh, it's... Man, damn it, I should have used it on the Armor Knight. I'm so dumb. Screw it, let's put him in defense, it doesn't matter. Do you fuse with this guy? Nope, doesn't make anything. Awesome. I don't have weak monsters to put in attack mode or defense to have him attack over anymore. I've taken them all out. I need like a Sogen or something. I have multiple in my deck, so eventually I will draw one. Oh no! Shit, he has a Headhuntress too! Well, that's not good. Okay, so I have... Oh shit, I can't play that first then. Interesting. Okay. So I can't play Sogen because then his Headhuntress is going to get a boost. So what I have to do is suicide with my Armor Knight first, and then I can play Sogen on my next turn to boost my Headhuntress. Otherwise, I'd have to suicide my head Huntress into his, and then my Armor Knight would not get the boost. And that's not good. Okay, I have to kill this first, and then put these in defense. I'm just trying to set it up so that I don't get just blown out when I play Sogen here. Okay, now we can play it. I think we're safe. Now, you have enough attack points to kill this thing. Perfect. Okay, we finally got over. Oh my god, no! Oh no. Okay, how much attack points do I have here? Is this enough to win? It is not enough attack points to win. And if I use the Raigeki, he's just gonna play the King of Gamamakai, which actually, I wouldn't have been that big of a deal because my Head Huntress has higher attack points. Well, shit. Okay, well now I can just Raigeki next turn to win. Alright, Raigeki, boom. There we go. Alright. Eventful, very eventful, fun duel. There you go. I win. Who would have guessed that you would tear through the perfect tactics of a card professor? I'll beat you so bad, the mere sight of a card will bring back flashbacks of your defeat. Well, that's silly. I'm gonna do something I don't normally do. I'm gonna Raigeki here, just to start getting some attacks through. This will be some good damage, and he's probably played the highest defense monsters that he has. So our clown thing should be able to attack over whatever he plays. How many warriors do I can play? Just the one? Oh, it's gonna probably boost his warriors more than mine at this point. Okay, yeah, see? Alright, so I think the Raigeki is the right call there. As long as I don't get blown out on this next turn with some big monster. This should make Flaming Swordsman, right? Yeah, okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, cool. Yeah, second win. Let's start with Sogen. I want to have my guys start off stronger. So I don't think 1100 attack points is going to survive. Okay, it would have. Okay. Oh well. So 1430, that's pretty decent. And then we can power him up with a legendary sword on my next turn. So then he shouldn't have any problem taking out any of Keith's guys here. Cool, yeah, no, we got this one in the bag now. This guy's so strong. Yeah, look at that. No! See, now at this point, we're actually getting some back and forth here a little bit, as opposed to like the earlier ones where we're just steamrolling. Now, if I hadn't grinded against Joey, I probably wouldn't have been steamrolling up to this point as much as I had, but I took the time to, it was only 30 minutes to grind him up to 30 wins, so, or like 30, 40-ish minutes, it wasn't too long. I know! And boom, look at that, third win, easy peasy. Yeah, cool, a second Mystic Clown. I think I got both of those from PaniK. Can't remember. And boom, okay, that's the fifth win. How could the invincible Bandit Keith be defeated 5 times? You gotta be joking! Cool. And that leaves only one more person in Duelist Kingdom to defeat, and that is gonna be Seto Kaiba! Now, Kaiba is gonna be the hardest person in this whole area, obviously, that's why I saved him for last. His average attack is gonna be about 1500, so we might be looking at a rough time with how our deck is right now, but we're gonna try it anyway, we're gonna just see. His best monster is obviously the Blue Eyes Red Dragon, 3000 attack points. Now he has a 25 in 2048 chance to get it. I think it's like a 2% chance, something like that. So it's decently high from this C1. The cards you're going to win from him are some Fiends and some Beast Warriors, like the Battle Ox and Judgment is actually a warrior. And then for 100 wins, you're going to win the Blue Eyes White Dragon. So let's get into him. I'm Seto Kaiba. You think you can beat my dragons 5 times? You should give up instead because that's impossible. Ha ha ha. We shall see. I'm a little concerned if our deck's gonna be strong enough. So far, the opening hand isn't great. Let's see what he has to summon against me. 1300 attack points, that's not too bad. I don't have anything right now that can get over that, so we're just gonna put him in defense and let him build up a little bit of a board, I guess. And maybe have to Raigeki it. 1200, okay. We have a handful of monsters in our deck that can attack over these guys. Well, him in defense is going to be enough to block these. Oh no, shit! Oh, well, he put his other monsters to defense before, before summoning her, which is weird. It's probably a good time to Raigeki. So I want to hit him with Raigeki. Oh no, Battle Ox, shit, no! Oh no! We might lose to Kaiba, guys. Yeah, I think I lose. Ah, no! What's the attack point of the last monster? Oh, I missed the first one. Okay, yeah, I lose. My first loss. No! Okay. Well, what a pathetic battle. Keep crawling on the ground. Aw, so sad. Okay, well, I'm gonna go grind a little bit. I'm probably gonna go duel Joey some more times to get my some more powerful warrior monsters. But I'll meet you back when I go back to duel Kaiba. Okay, so I dueled Joey and I beat him 80 times. So I got a lot of the rewards from him. So our deck should be a little bit better now. So let's go ahead and try to duel Kaiba again. Let's see how this goes. On average, our monsters are stronger now, so we should do a little bit better. Okay, we start with the Headhuntress. So it doesn't look like it's much different, though, does it? I promise it's different. Okay, we'll play Sogen. Increase her strength and increase the average power of our guys. Now he's gonna have some warriors too, so we're gonna have to be kind of wary of that. But I think it'll be okay. Yeah, Mystic Clan at 1,500 attack points, so that could have been a problem. And I have like Axe Raider now, Swamp Battle Guard, Garuzis, a couple different guys at 1,800 attack points, so we should be in a pretty good position to win here. Okay, 1820, that's unfortunate for me. But I have the Raigeki, so we'll just Raigeki and then attack for game. Cool, that was pretty easy. Yeah, he's at 70 life points. Ah, there you go. Take that, Kaiba. The only ones who determine our destinies are our cards. Victory will be mine next time. Huh. Don't hold back. Duel me with the best deck you have. I actually had to go make my deck better to beat you, so I'm sure he'd be happy with that. Oh, Garuzi's perfect. Look at that. So he's basically tied for our best monster in our entire deck. Let's go ahead and drop down the Sogen. It'll boost up the Garuzis, and then we should be a smooth sailing for the rest of this game. Oh my god, yeah, dude, Garuzis was definitely necessary there. Holy shit, dude. Hey, well, look at that. Luck is just as good as skill. Awesome. I think 1950 should be okay. Yep, cool. Then maybe we'll even get some good drops from Kaiba too. Get a couple more warriors maybe. I think he can drop Battle Ox as a random drop. I'm not too sure. And that's the second duel one. Oh wow, I got Swamp Battle Guard and the Battle Steer in my opening hand. Some of my best guys. That's perfect. Oh, and I got the Axe Raider. Yeah, this is a pretty solid opening hand here. Honestly, with the Sogen, probably the best opening hand I could have in my deck. Maybe with a Legendary Sword or two might make it a little bit better. Who knows? Fuck yeah, dude. Take that, Kaiba. And I got the Axe Raider now. Oh, look at that, dude. 4 turns. 4-turn victory. Boom! Duel number 3 won. And it only took me like 30 minutes to duel Joey and get to 80 wins after already winning like 30 times. You know what I'm saying? So this really isn't that hard. So if you're having problems, just go grind. It's really not that bad. Especially with how strong my deck is now, like Joey has stood no chance. And hopefully this can attack over his monster. Oh no, shoot. Darn. Oh well. Let's just play Masaki, and then let's just attack with Tiger Axe just so we know we kill him. Awesome. And that's win number 5. Cool. Easy peasy. Just had to grind a little bit. Grr. How can my Blue Eyes lose 5 whole times? Well, you never even played Blue Eyes. Ridiculous. I demand a rematch. Cool. And with that, we have now unlocked Simon Moran. He's a video game character. This is actually his first appearance, but we're going to duel him next time. Well, that is going to be it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, please give me a like down below. If you want to see more of my content, please give me a subscribe on the channel right here, or check out this video right here if you want to watch some more of my stuff. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks.